Looks like we're fighting dragons now. Hey squad, we are back playing Dark Cloud Day! We're just grinding through some levels here, trying to get to the end, get all the geo things, whatever they're called. And of course, level up our weapon as much as possible. So, what I want to talk about today is, you know how you go to get a new phone, maybe you broke your own old phone, or maybe it's just kind of like get really slow, or it's one of those stupid things where you've had the thing for so long now, they refuse to allow you to put like the most modern version of whatever on it. I freaking hate that. They like lock you out from just keep continuing to use the same thing, even if it's not broken. Total planned obsolescence, and it's really lame, and I hate it. But anyway, you go to your, whoever your service is provided to, and you go to pick out a new phone, and the choices are basically Motorola. They've come back for some reason. They make really bad phones that are they will stop working. If you watch the reviews, they die. Even the like modern looking designs, they're really terrible. And there's Nokia, which is like the kind of like affordable alternative, but it's basically a junky phone. They're like slow, they're not great. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Let's run off with him. And pew 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 pew. Get out of here, nerd. They're just not really great phones. They won't like fall apart like the Motorola does. But they're just not, they're not good. Or you can choose a Samsung. You can either choose a cheap Samsung that will also stop working like the Nokia, which is pretty much the same, but more expensive. Or you can choose their Galaxy, which is super expensive, but yeah, a good phone. Boring though. Or you can choose iPhone, which is only expensive and boring. So you really don't get a lot of choice. Oh, I guess there's Google now if you really want to like be spied on constantly. Seriously, I don't know why anyone would choose Chrome. You might as well just choose Apple, you know? It seems like Apple is more scrupulous than Google these days, which is embarrassing, really. But that's the era we live in. So anyway, have you ever looked at the lineup and be like, wow, I hate all of my choices, so I'm probably just gonna like choose whatever is in my budget, and frankly, it doesn't feel like there's a difference. And you know what? You are correct. There isn't a difference. They're all terrible. They're all just kind of garbage that, whoa, that's being thrust on us. And they're all basically the same too. They're all just like bland. I was trying to hit him while his mask is open, but no. They're all just really kind of bland rectangles with, the same level of dysfunctionality. And that was weird. He was just staring at me. And, the only difference really is some cost more and some spy on you more. So, but have you ever, like, thought it would be really cool if it was, like, back in the heyday of phones and tablets when you get really strange companies that would make stuff and it would be innovative and cool? What if you could have that once more? And I'm here to tell you there is actually a way that you can not have to buy some stupid phone from the same company that absolutely hates you and just wants your money and doesn't care what happens to you. Instead, you can buy whatever phone you want, but it's just going to take a little research on your part to find what it is that you want. Because, contrary to what service providers want you to believe and know, there are actually quite a lot of phone makers out there. I mean, like thousands of phone makers all over the world making cool phones that are high-tech and powerful. And they aren't these mainstream mega corporations. Oh wow, that's actually kind of working. Crazy. Yeah, like, there's tons of them. Just like how there's like an off-brand of Wacom now, and there's off-brands of all these brands that once you thought like there was no way to get this thing because it's just too expensive, there are options now. There really are. There are so many phone designers besides Samsung, Motorola, Apple, and Nokia that it's kind of ridiculous. But you just have to have a specification for what you want. So, for me, what I really hate about phones is that they're not tactile. Like, I don't really like living in this invisible digital reality. It's not even a reality. It's an imitation of reality, where I'm supposed to pay for things that are like constantly ephemeral. Like, why? Why would I do that? That doesn't make any sense. That's like a bad, uneducated decision. If I'm putting my time, my life, my money towards it, all these things are equal, it had better be real. And so, like, we live in a time where you have to have a phone, right? You have to have some means of communication. And, like, phone is not even, like, a bad thing. But it's just these companies make such boring, bad, overpriced devices that they make it feel miserable when it should be like, wow, I'm connected to the world at all times. This is, like, a cool place in technology that we're at. No, they make it miserable and weird and creepy. So when you choose a different, like, phone provider, phone designer rather, you can kind of get away from them and their abusive tactics. So anyway, as I was saying, I don't like the whole thing where they want us to stare into the black mirror and just kind of like give up on tactile real experiences. That looks like a Dragon Quest monster. That's hilarious. Let's see if I can shoot him from here without being murdered. Oh yeah, he's gonna stick himself in a corner. Good. Good. I would love to get the experience for him. Nope, here he comes. Ah! Come on, lock on. Woo! There we go. I'm gonna still switch to her and get the experience. Phew, okay. And next, is he coming in here? No, I'm gonna try and, look at that. That's totally a Dragon Quest dragon. That's hilarious. Not at all what dragons used to, look like. How do I switch to... There doesn't seem to be a way to switch over. Hey, you need to come over here so I can fight you. Whoa. Ah, get off the bridge. Come on, get off the bridge. Yeah, so one thing that I'm looking for is an actual, real, tactile experience. Because I don't like the imaginary world. It really is disorienting. And a lot of people report this. You know, the more time they spend on phones and screens without any sort of real tactile experience, the less connected they feel to a lot of things. Ah, there he goes. So I want a phone that has actual buttons, so I don't have to feel powerless and angry when the thing doesn't function, you know? Because we've all been in that place where a phone will, like, stop working or freeze. Ouch. I'm trading fire volleys with them. Hang on a second. We've all been in that position. Oh, geez, I missed that one. Where that's a total ripoff of Akira Toriyama's design. Look at his face. The way he's moving and everything. Come on, man! We've all been in this situation where the thing doesn't respond and there's no buttons you can push anymore at all. They used to at least have buttons. Oh my gosh, it fully is like Akira Toriyama design. Fully ripped off. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of nuts. This game is very strange. Yeah, where the thing will freeze. They used to at least have a button, so you could, like, push the home button. They have nothing now, and it really sucks. Because you just sit there, and you just stare at the thing like, what do I do now? This is dumb. I have a brick in my hand, a glass brick, and it's worthless. It's so frustrating. So my thing that I'm looking for in a better phone is the ability to actually push buttons. And I especially don't like virtual keyboards. Like, they irritate me so bad, especially since I had a virtual keyboard that I liked, but the company got bought out, and the company that bought it just basically wanted to shut them down, so they messed it up. They made it not work anymore. So that's cool. So yeah, the one keyboard that actually made typing on a phone not hell, it's gone now. Thanks to, modern corporations buying everything up. Buying everything up for the purpose of destroying it. Like, kind of like how, the company that owns Wix bought up DeviantArt, so you can no longer have, your artist profile on DeviantArt. Now you have to pretty much go to Wix or someplace else. That's not an accident why these things keep happening. It's very intentional. And it sucks, and it's just too much power in the hands of really unworthy people. This has been a little bit rambly, but my point is that you can kind of steal back some of your power by just not, assuming that you haven't got a choice, because we do actually live in a capitalist system, which means you do actually have a choice. And I suggest to you that you find some other company and you use your right to not buy one of their phones. And how you do that is, first of all, you find the phone that you want. Like for me, I'm looking for one with a real keyboard and, tactile buttons. So I don't feel quite so stuck with it. And here he comes. What a dork. And that's going to be my main deciding factor. I want something that's innovative and cool, I want my pieces of technology to be innovative. So how you do that anyway? After you found the phone, you buy the phone from the retailer.
Takes care of you guys.
And then you go to a place where your service provider is. So like a store or one of their outlets, and you tell them that you want to bring a phone to your service. And so there's two ways you can have a phone on a service. You either buy a phone through them, or you transfer in a phone. And that transferring a phone thing, most people just assume that means like you bought an iPhone from Samsung or T-Mobile, but now you're going to go to AT&T. And so it's still, one of those mainstream things. But no, you can actually buy some random phone from any old company. And typically, your provider will actually support it. So it's good to double check these things. But I wouldn't let them give you the runaround, because I wouldn't be surprised if they would be like, nah, brah. So just double check. And you may actually be able to get the phone that actually supports the way that you want to have a virtual experience. Because you have to have this thing anyway. So stop supporting these bad companies. What's going on here?
Wow, what a huge tree!
Well, yeah.
It's the Yorda tree. It's holy. They say it's been here for thousands of years.
Does Jurak know about this?
First time I've ever seen it, though. Wow, I didn't think it would be this big.
I'm worried about Lynn. Right now, we need to take care of Lynn. I don't think we should go any further for now. Yeah, I guess you're right. Alright, so I'm being stopped by the game, and it's not going to let me proceed until, I guess, we get to meet Lynn? Yeah, so just don't let companies give you the runaround, and do some research, and you can get a really good phone. Probably for a really good deal, and maybe even support, somebody you like a lot better than these mega companies that really are ripping us off and taking advantage of us. And get a much cooler phone. So anyway, oh yeah, they're gonna kick me back. In the next episode, I'm gonna talk about the phone I'm looking at, because it's a pretty cool phone. And yeah, so anyway, like and subscribe. leave some comments down below if you have any questions on how to get a different phone and how to find phones that aren't these Megacorp phones. And, any other questions you might have below. Have a better week than me. If you want to support me directly making these videos and making indie games, jump on the Patreon, link in the description below. We're making a V-Pad right now, which will include an actual physical release, like a real V-Pad. And anyway, yeah, bye!